Black Eyed and Blues Show 90, March 5th, 2013. My weekend trip to Syracuse, the Bonita Blues Festival, and another great week of music starting right now.
This is the Hartford Online Radio Network. 21st Century Audio. Delivered. onthehorn.com.
And bandwidth for On the Horn is provided by Amazon S3 servers. Amazon S3 is storage over the internet. Retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. Highly scalable, reliable, secure, fast, and inexpensive. All from a name you trust, Amazon. For more information about Amazon S3 storage, visit aws.amazon.com. And now with a man who has a beard that's 1 foot long and it's all gray. It's Brian Lee.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Lee, and this is the Black Eyed and Blues Music Show. Black Eyed and Blues is sponsored by Gateway Financial Partners and the accounting firm of Budwitz and Meyerjack. What I will tell you is this, Mr. Parker.
Yes, Mr.
This
Lee.
Saturday.
This coming Saturday?
This is parade weekend, and all this white is going to be green. I'm just trying to figure out how to dye it all green. So that's how we'll start the show.
And, you know, this is the first time. How long have we been doing the show? 2-3 years, something like that?
2 years, yeah.
2 years? This is the first time you have seen me during this week.
Yeah?
Usually this is my Florida week.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yes.
So next week?
No.
No Florida?
I'm not going.
Boo.
Yeah.
How are you going to play golf now? It's supposed to snow here.
I know, right? We were just starting to see the course, and now, darn it,
stupid snow.
more stupid snow coming.
For those of you who don't know, this is our producer, Brian Parker,
Hey,
here
that's me.
on the horn.
Hey, what's up?
That's the over there.
Yo.
Wait, no, over there. Over there. That guy.
Over here.
Yeah, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, right here. You can call me Ribeye.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my blues name.
Before I jump into any music this week, I would like to, my mom and dad always told me if somebody does something nice for you, always make sure to thank them. So since I have a radio show to do this on, I'm going to thank them on the air.
Nice.
Me and a bunch of friends went to Syracuse this weekend to see the Syracuse-Louisville game on Saturday afternoon. So my first set of thanks goes out to the people who hosted us, Russ and Mary Moquin. I would like to thank the two of you for taking the four of us idiots into your house, letting me loose in the kitchen. I love to cook. I've told you that before. Letting me loose in the kitchen on Friday night. I hope I did everybody right with the food that I made. And Saturday we came back and they took us to the game and dropped us off, and then all hell broke loose, and we went to Dinosaur Barbecue, and that was a drunken, stupid mess. And I would also like to thank the guys who were in the car with me, Rob, Kumar, and John.
You went with Kumar?
I did, yeah.
I haven't seen Kumar forever.
It was a blast, absolute blast. Like I said, we did the game. We did a lot of partying. This is a busy week for me down at the bar, so I needed a little bit of time to cut loose. And these guys were more than happy to provide me the space that I needed.
Now, can you still party
guidance.
like you can now that you're like 50, what, 7?
I'm 46, and
46?
I can tell you this. It was about an hour and 40-minute wait, and with the 5 of us, that was a pretty good handle on a case of beer. We were ripping through it, just sitting at the bar waiting for the time to go by. So yeah, and it didn't stop until a little later in the evening. But it didn't matter. I mean, we weren't driving. There's more than enough cabs there, and there's more than enough people who were willing to take us where we were going. So I'm not one who likes to drink and drive. So I'm much happier having someone else with the keys and all of that silliness.
You can just relax.
Exactly,
yeah.
and do whatever I'm gonna do. So last Thursday, I'm going to get right into the music after this. With this, last Thursday we had 2 bands down at Black Eyed Sally's. The first one that I'm going to play for you right now is Three Wheel Funk Circus. They're a blend of funk and blues. It was an awesome performance. If you get a chance to see these guys out, definitely do it. Steve Balkin, who you've heard me talk about a few times before, is in the band. His brother Nick. Just a great performance. These guys have a ton of energy. Go see them. This is from their live album, live in Hartford, as a matter of fact. The song is called Whoa Mama.
Shaking in my hair. Won't you come over here, right by my side? Loving the whisper in my ear, tell me everything I want to hear. Just come on near, yeah. If I can, what can I have you now? Baby, if I can, what can I have you, yeah? If I can, what can I have you now? I don't want, nobody else. Nobody else. Yeah, you're looking good now, right? Won't you come over here and shake those hips by my side? Oh, love when you move up next to me. Yeah, make me feel like ecstasy. Yeah. Let's dance all night. Here we go. And if I can, what can I have you now? Baby, if I can I have you, baby? Oh, if I can, what can I have you now? But don't want, nobody else. Nobody else. Look out now. Gonna treat you right, yeah. 'Cause you know when love is right, oh, it's right. Won't come lay right down here by my side, yeah. Let's do it, baby. Do
what you need when you need it. On the Horn. onthehorn.com.
Thank you for moving to my neighborhood. That thing you're doing, making me feel so good. Do that thing, do that thing, do that thing, do that thing. Got the stuff I like in a proper amount. When the stuff's all gone, you don't see me around. Do that thing, do that thing, do that thing, do that thing. I'ma do that thing. Know I see you out on the dancing floor. Never seen a human being move like that before. Do that thing, 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 yeah. But I'm gonna tell you something that you ain't gonna like. I'm gonna steal your honey just like I stole your bike. Do that thing, do that thing, do that thing, do that thing. I'ma do that thing. Everywhere I go, I look around and I see everybody I know doing that thing like me. Do that thing, 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 do that thing.
Black Eyed and Blues Radio Hour of Power plus another 15 minutes is what we do here.
That's it.
This is very exciting stuff.
That was the 10-foot Polecats. They played Thursday night. They opened up for the Three-Wheel Funk Circus.
Nice.
If you know your stuff, that's kind of like Mississippi juke hill music. If you've ever heard of the North Mississippi All-Stars, it's that kind of feel to it. They were a lot of fun. They were down from Boston. They did their first show in our area. I think they did pretty well. I think people were really impressed with them. And that is from their new album, and it's called Undertow. The song was called Do That Thing. And that gets us ready for our Feed Our Friends contest.
Oh, yes. I was supposed to go check and see what the names are.
Yeah.
You know, I open up Facebook, and invariably, I get distracted by, like, pictures of my friends and family and all that kind of stuff. And I start like, oh, who's in that picture? Oh, I wonder what they're doing. I'm like, no, wait, I got to go. We're running out of time.
Am I tagged in that one? Wait. Look what I was wearing. That's terrible.
Matt D. Rienzo?
Yep.
I think I know who that is. Is that the newspaper guy?
I have no idea.
I wonder if that's the newspaper guy.
No, we'll find out in a second.
Do you have the rest of the names? Because I'm going to go look this cat up.
I do.
All right, go ahead.
I'll do the whole thing.
Why don't you do the whole thing?
Let me tell you about our Feed Our Friends
Spit me a
program
yarn,
here
won't
at
you?
onthehorn.com. Each week, we, each week our Facebook friends have an opportunity to win $50 gift card from Black Eyed Sally's in Hartford. All you have to do is friend our Facebook fan page, and you're in the running. What happens is each week our social media czar, Evan Richard, will draw 3 names and post them on our fan page wall. The first to respond before the end of the show is the winner. $50 free, 50 stinking dollars free. Black Eyed Sally's and onthehorn.com. This week's contestants are Matt Clark, Matt DiRienzo, and John Norana.
It is. Matt DiRienzo is from JRC, the, the Journal Registered something or other.
Cool.
Journal Registered Company.
Okay.
And they own basically every other newspaper that is not owned by the Hartford Courant.
Oh, okay.
Or the JI.
Okay.
Really, really nice guy. I think he may have been, when we used to do the George Gambassi show.
Okay.
A million years ago. And when we used to be in my house, I think he was in my house.
Oh, wow. So the 3 of them have until the end of the show to respond to our Facebook fan page. Just post something to let us know that you heard it here. Good luck. And now, back to the music. The next person we've got up, his name is Henry Wagons. Henry was making his Sally's debut. He is from Australia. He is an alt-country singer. I wasn't around to hear him perform. My sound guy said he was awesome. He really enjoyed him. So I totally respect what our sound guy says. And if Tommy says he was good, he must have been a lot of fun. So this is Henry Wagons from his album Rumble, Shake, and Tumble. The song is called Willie Nelson.
Country music with the country feel, a little bit of Willie Nelson with our evening meal. Oh, Willie, oh, Willie Nelson. Got stacks of cash, sweet baby, we got everything we need. And no banjo in the lap, still slide, playing for an evening feed. Oh, Willie Nelson. Now, Matty Softmoods, I want you to tell these guys something special about Willie Nelson. Like some salt and pepper with his evening meal. Like some salt and pepper with his evening meal. He likes some salt and pepper with his evening meal. He likes some salt and pepper with his evening meal. Sometimes I listen to Elvis, sometimes I listen to Cash, sometimes I listen to Waylon, but it all goes back to the one and only Willie Nelson. Hey. All right. Sing with me. Willie, come on. Willie Nelson. Hey. Come on. All right. Great man.
The Hartford Online Radio Network. On the Horn. onthehorn.com.
If my God would show me how, I would follow him till I fall down. Wish my God would show his face and spread his love throughout the human race. Is my God a Buddhist monk or a Christian Jew, agnostic, lawless punk? I wish my God would tell me true and sing a song of love when I feel blue. If my God is there and if he really cares, I'll say, here I am, well I'm your man. Here I am, well I'm your man, yeah. Well, is my God of flesh and blood, or made up of my mother nature's mud? Captured in a photograph by the well-worn needle on my phonograph. Is my God a part of me, waiting for the key to set me free? Or a joyous, loving memory etched inside my mind eternally? So if my God can hear, please make it very clear. If my God would dare, I'd lay my soul to bare and say, here I am, well I'm your man. Here I am, well I'm your man, yeah. Is my God a waterfall or the distant lonesome eagle's mating call? The ocean's tide of the glowing lifeless moon, its love-lorn bride. Is my God a baby's breath of the wisdom of old age drawn near to death? The majesty of mountain peaks of the climb up to its top no words can speak. Well, if my God can see, please come and set me free. Blade of grass trampled underfoot when I run past, sparkle in a drop of dew and a million pools of light from which life grew. Is my God a yogic pose, chakras opened up to let love flow? The passion of my lover's lips pressed upon my ears and fingertips. When my God is near, she'd grab me by the ears and say, here I am, well I'm woman. Here I am, well I'm woman, yeah. And if my God is true, then no more my blue.
Click, load, listen on the horn.
onthehorn.com.
Let your head down, baby. Let's have a natural ball. Let your head down, baby. Let's have a natural ball. 'Cause when you're not happy, it ain't no fun at all. You can't take it with you, that's one thing for sure. You can't take it with you, that's one thing for sure. There's nothing that ails you that a T-bone shuffle can't cure. Have fun while you can, face an awful thing. Have fun while you can, face an awful thing. You can't tell what might happen, that's why I love to sing.
Welcome back to onthehorn.com, the Black Eyed and Blues radio show. That was Jeff Pitchell and Jay Giles doing an old classic T-Bone Walker tune called the T-Bone Shuffle.
I love that. That's my song for you now. T-Bone Lee and the T-Bone Lee Shuffle.
T-Bone Shuffle. That's like the classic tune. So love hearing that stuff. Jeff is coming back to Sally's on the 16th of March. I'm going to recommend calling and getting a table because the last couple times and the last couple places I've seen him play, it's been packed. And if you want to get dinner, you're going to have a hard time.
Is there like a table that's like the table that you want to be at, like the be seen out on the town table?
It depends on what you're looking for. If you're at our place,
I want people to be
sit
like, wow, who is that guy? He must be important.
right in front of the fireplace.
Right? That's where I want to be.
Right in front of the fireplace, which Elvis is above you. And now
Damn right Elvis is above me. That's right.
We've had some painting done. If you check out the Black Eyed Sally's Facebook page, we've had some painting done inside. Steve Balkin and his mom came in on Sunday, and they did some really, really cool stuff. The owner James has really done some nice stuff in the place to close it up and really keep some really. The sound is better now than it's ever been before, basically, just with some of the things that he's done in the room to tighten things up. And the paint job that they did is really cool. It's like it says feed your soul.
Yeah,
It's got
yeah.
a
No, I know.
giant crawfish. I don't know if you saw the pictures on Facebook. It's really, really cool. So, but you want to sit underneath Elvis because he also put a label above Elvis, and it's just very highlighted now. It's cool stuff. Yeah, exactly. And that's right above the mantle for the fireplace. So, good stuff. Before that, you heard Petey Hop and the Levy with My God from their last album, The Levy. That album was produced by Duke Robillard. So Petey and the boys were at Sally's on this past Saturday evening. It looked like it was a spectacular night. I always like being there when they're there. So them being there when I was out of town kind of bummed me out, but I had things to do. So next up, I've got Mike Crandall Band. Mike is coming back to Sally's on the 29th of March. You've heard me say this a million times. They're my favorite band to see down there. Mike is an absolute freak with the harmonica, and you're going to hear a lot of it in this song. It's an instrumental piece from his album Black Rain. The song is called Jump Blues.
Sharper than a marble. Smoother than 60 grit sandpaper. On the Horn.
onthehorn.com.
Come on, get your gun. Come on,
the guys who had to choose between online radio or underwater pole vaulting.
I don't understand what's going on here.
It was an easy choice.
Oh, yeah.
On the Horn.
onthehorn.com.
I was happy with my home, but that's not news to you. I was happy with my own. Oh, but that ain't news to you. Then you took me in your room, and that big bad room was blue. You really got me going, baby. You caused me to come unglued. You really got me going. Yes, you caused me to come unglued. When you took me into your room, baby, into your room full of blue. I thought I was a good man, working like a mule. I was building up a bank account, and I thought I'd go back to school. I was dressing up for meetings, and saving for a cruise. And then by mistake, I walked smack into your room full of blues. It's really painful to see what a man can really lose. Yeah, when he finds himself buried in your room full of blues. Oh, blow, Jimmy. I went astray from my baby, but now I'm trying to get her back. But you keep on interrupting, so I can't get myself on track. Oh, you got me stretching, baby, 'cause you're playing me fast and loose. Now you've got me buried in that room full of blues. So just hang up my coat, yes, and please take off my shoes, honey. I've got to stay here with you, baby, in your room full of blues. Room full of blues. Room full of blues. Room
Ba-ba-doo-ba-ba-wah-wah. Hey, right there. Founding member of Roomful of Blues. That is Al Copley. And his song, Roomful of Blues, that was his album from Radio Play. Al and his grand piano will be back at Sally's on April 6th. Before that, we heard Christine Ullman and Rebel Montez. I'm trying to play this for you. Oh, finally it works. And let's see, Christine, what did we hear from that? We heard, A Money Money Man, which we were making fun of because it sounded like something else. From their album Strip. Gee, A Mighty Mighty Man from their album Strip. Where do you think that could be? Mm-hmm. You can catch Christine and the boys at Sally's on the 30th of March. Now, the man with the plan and all the news, it's Brian Lee with this week's edition of Black Eyed News.
As this show is on the internet and is about as far-reaching as it gets, because it is
very far-reaching.
The World Wide Web.
It is, and we are actually the worldwide leader in weekly blues music shows.
If we're not, we're in the top couple, because I've been looking at numbers on Stitcher, and they look pretty good.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
I should find out how to do that.
I can tell you this, if you go to the Stitcher Blues page, we're the second thing listed, and it's not done alphabetically.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. As of last week, we were.
Holy crap, how cool is that? We're number 2. Woo! Number 2 on Stitcher.
Yeah, take it.
I'm just now I'm all excited. Whatever the hell your news is,
you're gonna love this.
Now.
You're gonna love this. There's some cool stuff here this week.
All right,
we're gonna talk about the Bonita Blues Festival. It's in Bonita Springs, Florida. The reason I'm gonna talk about this is because the guy who's the promoter walked into Black Eyed Sally's last year, and when he sat and talked with me and the other guy who was working for about 2 hours, what a great guy! These guys make a difference. I like festivals where there's stuff going out to the community. They raised $18,000 for different local music charities and veterans programs in the Bonita Springs area. There's a lot of musicians that are going to be in their lineup that play at Sally's. So if you're in Florida, looking for something to do, this is a great event and it's far-reaching for all the people in the community. So it's just really, really good stuff. Check it out. It will be in my write-up. You'll be able to see the link to it. If not, you can just look up bonitablues.com. Very, very interesting stuff. It's 2 full days. It's this coming weekend. The next piece I found this week is about the CD, the compact disc. Did you know that last week marked the 30th anniversary of the CD?
You know, I did not. And you know what's sad is last year I remember thinking to myself, hey, it's the 29th anniversary next year. And I missed it this year, but 30 years.
You didn't send him a card?
No, I didn't.
You suck.
What was the first CD?
I'll get to that in a second, because I'm going to ask you the same thing too.
Oh, see, this is why I should read ahead.
I have thousands of CDs at the house, and when I say thousands, I mean really like thousands of them at the house.
Between Hillary and I, we have thousands.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
The thing was, back then, it was supposed to stop the hissing and the popping and the skipping that you heard with vinyl, and Lord, we don't even want to talk about 8-track tapes because that's obscene.
Well, the cassette tapes were great, but if you were like me, you had like your 10 favorite or whatever you were listening to in the car, and in the summertime they would warp.
Right.
Like that was like one of the saddest days when my Jimmy Buffett cassette started going, it's Margaritaville.
When I went for the demo on the first compact disc, I went to a place called Roberts Electronics in New London, and the guy hit it 3 times with a hammer and threw it in the player, and it played. And I'm like, I am in. This is technology I can live with. Like, because I've told you a million times, I'm the bull in the china shop. So if it's going to break, I'm going to do it. The very first CD I bought was Emerson, Lake and Powell. It was a song that I wanted to hear called Touch and Go. This was supposed to be the groundbreaking sound. Yeah. And I like prog, so it was just, I wanted to hear it. Yeah. And it was every bit as good as I had hoped it would be. Okay. So for you, what was it?
Okay, so here's
because you're younger than me.
So here's the story.
Yeah.
I wasn't always a podcaster. So here's what it was. I had to play in summer theater. I had to play a guy named Bill Sykes.
Okay.
From the show Oliver.
Okay.
Oliver Twist. And for whatever reason, it was going to be my first CD. I had just gotten a CD player for whatever reason. And so I thought to myself, well, I need to learn the music and stuff. So this would be a responsible thing for me to do as a young thespian. I would get the Oliver soundtrack
Okay.
to help me learn the songs and stuff. So that was the first one. But the first one that I just got
Yeah.
was The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Oh, that's a good one too.
And the reason I got it is because my friend had a little
Black book with his poems in it?
no CD Walkman kind of thing.
Yep.
I don't know if they still call them Walkman back then, but and I listened to it in headphones, and I was like, that was the first time I really used headphones.
Oh, okay.
This is the most amazing thing, and I was just mesmerized by it. So I went out and got that. I spent all my allowance money because I think it was like $30, which was just an obscene amount of money for me.
But you knew that it would last forever. Allegedly.
But yeah, well, allegedly. But I would listen to that and just be like mesmerized at night. I remember staying up. The first all-nighter I did. I was in high school at this time now. I think I was maybe like a freshman or sophomore. And I was just like, I don't know why. I'm going to stay up all night. I've never stayed up all night. And I just listened to that over and over and over and over and over. It was just mesmerized.
It's a good one. It gets better
By
and
the
better.
Wall.
For each time you listen to it, it gets better. So the link that I gave you that's going to be in my write-up is from Philips Technologies website, and it basically goes through the entire history of recording all the way up to the compact disc.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. It's about 5 pages long. So I sat and went through the whole thing yesterday. It's really well written. So the link will be on the write-up tomorrow or Thursday, whenever I can get it to Brian.
Okay.
The next piece is about the next piece was an interview with Terrence Higgins. Terrence is the drummer for the Dirty Dozen brass band. He also played with John Scofield. He's played with Warren Haynes. He's tremendous. He's like one of the big guys on the New Orleans scene. It's basically the first of a 3-part series on an e-zine e-magazine that I get weekly. I get like 5 of these things every week. It's called bluesreview.com.
Do you do it on your iPad?
I do. I do it on the home computer. Do you know of Instapaper?
I have a subscription to Instapaper. Not a subscription, but I bought the program itself.
Oh, do you?
Because you know what? I love reading stories for, because I'm keeping up for,
Shows.
the shows that we do on here and all that kind of stuff. So I go into Flipboard.
Yep.
And I love browsing through. I love consuming media content via Flipboard, and then I just save it with Instapaper and
I just learned about Instapaper the other day. I knew about Flipboard, but I just learned about Instapaper the other day.
Right.
Di told me about it, and it's awesome.
Yeah, no,
absolutely awesome. I clicked a bunch of the articles that I was going to need for this week's show and took them for the car ride up.
Another great app
Yeah.
for you that uses Instapaper, if you bought that for it, is called Good. I think is it Mr. Reader or Good Reader? Now I can't remember. Dag nabbit. Let me see if I can go in here. We'll keep going. I'll find out.
And the last piece this week is from Rolling Stone magazine. They did a really great interview with Jack White. And the reason that I found this really cool is because a couple of weeks ago I learned that Jack White's record company, Third Man Records, had gotten a hold of all of these great old recordings from Document Records back in the early 1900s. And the first 3 that his record company is re-releasing is Charlie Patton, who was like legendary guitar player, Blind Willie McTell, and the Mississippi Sheiks. And I've been trying to find out, and my wife just texted me and said, yes, your music is in. So what they've done is they've gone in and they've cleaned everything up, and they've arranged it all chronologically so that it allows you to hear how they grew as musicians as they got older and older. So it's a really great article. Jack's a really interesting guy, and his interviews are really fun. And it also gets into why he walked off the stage in New York City. Give it a read. It's in Rolling Stone magazine. You can again, it'll be in the weekly write-up. So that's it for this week's news. I'm going to jump right back into some music. I love this next band. They are playing at Sally's next month. It always means the minute I see that they're on the list, it means that it's almost summer, and that the days are going to get longer and they're going to get warmer. And this week, we're supposed to get snow again. So I'm looking for something that screams summer. N-Train. The song is called River Run. The album was called Can You Get It?
Let the rain come down. come down into the river, we'll let the river run out into the sea, yeah. Let the sea surround an island. Well, this island is home to me. We'll let the rain come down, come on down into the river. We'll let the river run out into the sea, yeah. Let the sea surround an island. Well, this island is home to me. Well, this island is home to me. Well, this island is home to me. Yeah.
Better than a cod liver shake. And a lot more accessible. On the Horn.
onthehorn.com.
One last time, I'm standing here moaning for one last kiss. Once for the good times, and once for the times we missed. 'Cause we're living on borrowed time. Let's cross that line one last time. Don't think twice, girl. Can't you see it's tearing me apart? Your love's like poison, poison headed straight for my heart. We're living on borrowed time.
these announcers were trying to be rock stars, they'd be playing air guitar and using a karaoke mic. And they're our kind of people. On the Horn.
onthehorn.com.
We felt the doubt and had it out. Talked and talked and talked about it. Whoa, yeah. Always asking where we going. Always wondering and never knowing. Whoa, yeah. We're walking a life of trepidation. Can't see past our shoes. Going round in circles, analyzing blues. It comes at us from all sides. It puts us to the test. Oh yeah. The more we look around for peace, the more we find unrest. Oh yeah. Lost in a world of information, theories, thoughts, and news. Conversations going nowhere, analyzing blues. When we can't work it out, you know we're in a bind. Oh yeah. Shut up and make love to me. Quiet down my body and my mind. Oh yeah. We don't need no conversation. Ain't no words to use. Nothing can explain away these analyzing blues.
It's the number 2 blues music podcast in the world. Black Eyed Blues music
as
show
we're concerned.
right here. So this is very exciting. So we've now confirmed it. If you guys have Stitcher, where's my phone? If you guys have Stitcher and you go into the Stitcher app, and just where it says the search bar right up top. You just put in blues music, nothing else, just blues music, right? It'll search for the thousands and thousands and thousands of shows that deal with
millions and billions.
And the shtick is that the order of those is the most popular, I guess, as of the last week or so.
I think so, yeah.
So there's one called Indie, which is only 5 minutes, like Indie Blues or something. And I think that Indie feed blues music. So it must be just like a commentary. And then 26, 54, 12 minutes, 63, 75. So now we're getting some competition. We're long. We're 75 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we kick ass. That's awesome.
So.
This is the tough thing about doing online radio is there's no tracking.
You don't know
of anything. You don't really know.
No.
You
There's
know,
no way to track it.
You know how much you do, but you don't know perspective.
Where it is.
Is that good?
So.
We get, if we get 500 downloads, is that good? I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. So
I'm happy.
So that's exciting. So now I want to. All right, what the frick? Now I want to be number one next week.
That's going to be tough to outbeat somebody who is
it's only 5 minutes.
5 minutes long.
Yeah, because people can just listen to that like nothing, like whatever.
Right. That's walking out to the car.
And Stitcher does like a 30-second or something second thing, where like if they don't listen for like the first 30 or 15 seconds, I forget what it is.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't count towards your numbers.
Oh, okay.
If it's just a click,
Yep.
listen, forget it.
Yeah.
So.
The last song that you heard was Peter Carp and Sue Foley. They'll be playing at Sally's on the 26th of April. The song was called Analyzin' Blues from the album Beyond the Crossroads. Before that, you heard Anthony Gomes with One Last Time from his latest release, which is called Up to Zero. Anthony will be at Sally's on the 12th of April. And the last song of the night is always whoever's playing at Sally's this coming weekend. This is Studebaker John and the Hawks. I can't wait to see these guys. I love this guy's attack when he plays. Studebaker John and the Hawks, she got it right.
I got to tell you about the way she walk, and I got to tell you about the way she talk. I got to tell you about the way she move, and I got to tell you how she put me up in her soul groove. Don't you know she got it right when she wear that dress so tight? She got it right with that dress so tight. Don't you know she got it right? I got to tell you about the color of her hair, and I got to tell you how she sent me somewhere. I got to tell you she don't make dinner, but she sure can cook. And I got to tell you about her sexy look. Don't you know she got it right when she wear that dress so tight? She got it right with that dress so tight. Don't you know she got it right? the way she smiles. And I got to tell you how she wears the latest style. I got to tell you that she's so fine. And I got to tell you she's all mine. Don't you know she got it right when she wear that dress so tight. She got it right with that dress so tight. Don't you know she got it right? She got it right. She got it right. She got it right with that dress so tight.
Here is this week's rundown. Tuesday night, March the 5th, Mike Palin's Other Orchestra. Really cool last week. Mike Palin's Other Orchestra had Bernard Purdy play with him. He's the guy who's been on more recordings as a drummer than anyone in history. He stopped in and played with the band like all night, just out of the blue. I don't even know if Mike knew he was coming down. So there's all kinds of pictures of him up on Sally's Facebook page.
That's interesting. Hey, this just in from WFSB.
Yeah.
Small pocket knives and an array of sporting equipment will once again be allowed on U.S. planes, according to the TSA.
Huh.
So happy traveling, folks. That just in from the local CBS affiliate.
Ugh, I don't like that. Wednesday, March 6th, Blues Open Mic. This week hosted by Brant Taylor. Very happy that. Brant, I'll have some music from Brant here next week, as a matter of fact. He said he's got some stuff he's going to send to me. Thursday, March 7th, Scatolites. All right, this is part of the Roots and Blues shows that we've been doing on Thursday. Do you know Scatolites or no?
No, I don't.
They've been around since 1963.
What?
Jamaican band.
What?
Big horn section. These are the originators. These are the real deal guys.
So these are the guys I'm going to like a lot.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I like horns.
So this is the real
I named
deal.
my station On the Horn. Of course I like horns.
If you like ska, get down to Sally's this coming Thursday night. Friday, Studebaker John and the Hawks, who you just heard. Saturday, March 9th, is the St. Patrick's Day Parade, which is in the afternoon. Hey, do yourself a favor and try and say hi to me that day.
Yeah, right.
If I answer you with something back that's not beginning with the letter F, I will be shocked.
You know what we should do? We should arm you with one $50 gift card. And if you can,
For the nicest person?
yeah, if you can get Brian Lee's attention away from basically bar backing himself, then you win $50.
It's going to be terrible.
If
I
you
can't
show
wait.
Brian Lee your hoo-hoos.
Dude, I've already seen that every year. So that's
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the time. We had people having sex in one of the booths a couple of years ago. We had to break that up.
Are
in the-
you
In the
kidding
middle
me?
of the afternoon. 9 o'clock Saturday night, Avenue Groove will be playing at Sally's. Once again, our bar staff loves these guys. Avenue Groove's awesome. Monday, March 11th, Monday Night Jazz brings
That's the
Jen
band, not
Allen
the
trio.
two folks that were having sex in the.
No, Avenue Groove, totally different. Monday Night Jazz presents the Jen Allen Trio. That wraps it up for me here this week. I hope to see you down at Sally's this week at some point, but if not, please continue to support live music wherever you are. See you next week.